Hello, grade 10. How are you? Good? Okay. So today we will discuss next chapter. And the name of the chapter is How do organisms reproduce? Okay. So let's start this chapter. Reproduction. As the name indicates, re plus production. That means again production. Okay. In this chapter, we will discuss about reproduction and the different types. Now the contents, reproductions, importance of reproductions, types of reproduction, asexual reproductions and their types, and last is the sexual reproduction. Okay, so let's start with reproduction. Reproduction is what? That is an integral feature of all the living organisms, all the living beings, and the process by which a living being produces its own like, that is called reproduction, or you can say the production of organism like their parents. Now what is the importance of reproduction? Reproduction is important for each species. Why? Because this is the only method, this is the only way for living beings to continue its generation. Apart from being importance for a particular individual, reproductions also play an important role for whole ecosystem. Reproductions help in maintaining a proper balance among various biotic constituents of the ecosystem. Biotic that involve living component of the environment. Moreover, reproduction also facilitate evolution because variations come through reproductions over several generations. Only sexual reproduction is responsible for the variation. Reproduction is of the two type. First one is the sexual reproductions and second is the asexual reproductions. Okay, so let's start type of reproduction. There are two main types, asexual reproduction or sexual reproduction. I told you. So what is asexual reproduction? When a single parent is involved. If single parent will involved, that means no gamete formation take place. So that method, this method is called the asexual reproductions. Okay, no meiosis happens during asexual reproduction. Meiosis is a type of the cell division. Okay, second, sexual reproduction when two parents are involved and gamete formations take place. This method is called the sexual reproduction. Meiosis happen during the gamete formation, which is an important step of the sexual reproduction. That's why I told you sexual reproduction play an important role in the variation, because in sexual reproduction two parents are involved and gamete formation also occur. Now types of asexual reproduction. First is fission. Fission is also of the two type, binary fission and multiple fission. Second, vegetative propagation. Third, budding. Fourth, regeneration. Fifth, fragmentation. And sixth, spore formation. These are the type of asexual reproduction that we will discuss one by one in today's lecture. So let's start with fission. First is binary fission. Most of the unicellular, what is unicellular? So most of unicellular animals that prefer this method for the reproduction. These organisms reproduce by binary fission. Binary, that means bi means two, nary means part. Okay, especially when conditions are favorable, that means adequate amount of food and moistures are available. Okay, that's a favorable condition. Then the mother cells divide into two daughter cells, and each daughter cells begin its life like a new individual, and the parent generation ceases to exist after binary fission. Amoeba is a good example of the organism which reproduce by the binary fission. You can see in the figure, first parent cell is there, then nucleus will divide, then cytoplasm, after that two cells will form. That is the binary fission in protozoa. Now multiple fission. When the condition become unfavorable, That means food, moistures in proper temperature that are not available. This is preferred mode of reproduction by unicellular organism. Which method? Multiple fission. The organism developed at this time during unfavorable condition, the organism develop a thick coating around itself, and that coating is called cyst. And that cyst help the organism to tide over that bad phase, that means unfavorable condition. Now the nucleus divides into several nuclei, and each daughter nuclei is surrounded by a membrane. And when the favorable condition come back, return, that cyst will dissolve or break down. And after the breakdown of that cyst, release the daughter nuclei. And the daughter nuclei in turn grow into new individual. Plasmodium and ant amoeba undergo cyst stage when they are not in the body of their prime host. Prime host, that means human. Now budding. Budding, yeast is an example of unicellular organism which reproduce by budding. Hydra is an example of multicellular organism which reproduce by this method. So budding in the yeast, a small bud is a outgrowth, okay, that grow at any end of the yeast cell, and nucleus get elongated and a part of it protrudes into the buds, and then the nucleus divides into two nuclei. One of the nuclei goes into the bud, and the bud grows into a certain extent and get detached from the mother cell. In budding in hydra, a bud grows anywhere on the main body of the hydra. The bud that grows to a certain size and get detached from the mother hydra, and this develop further to grow into the new individual. Okay, now budding in the yeast, as you can see in the picture or image. Now fragmentation. Fragmentation is what? Reproduction by fragmentation is seen in the filamentous algae. Example, Spirogyra. The filament of Spirogyra that divides into many pieces, and each piece that develop into a new individuals. Okay, that means each piece have a ability to develop a new individual. So in the given picture you can see Spirogyra is there, which is showing fragmentation process. Now regeneration. Some simple organism can regenerate a new individual from a part which has been accidentally cut off by accidentally. And planaria shows good example of reproduction by regeneration. Not only regeneration, true regeneration. You know there what is the difference between true regeneration and regeneration? In the true regeneration, the lost body part have ability to form a complete body set. And in the regeneration, only the lost part will form. If a planaria is cut into several pieces, then each piece develop into a new individual. That is the true regeneration. And spore formation, most of the fungi, bryophytes, pteridophytes that reproduce by these methods. Spores are reproduced in special spore bearing organ that is known as sporangium. When spores mature, then the sporangium burst and open, then release them. Now what is the advantage of spore formation? In fact, spores give certain survival benefits to the organism which reproduce by spores. Spores can be disseminated through air, water, or even through some other carriers like animals. This helps an organism to spread its presence to a wider geographical area. Spores can also remain dormant, that means inactive, for a long time. But when the favorable conditions are found, then it will spread. Scientists consider spores are the precursors of the seeds. Okay. that play an important role in the reproductions. So in the picture you can see spore formations occur on the bread during the favorable conditions. Okay, that means when the humidity is there. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss rest part of the chapter. Okay, till then stay at home, stay safe, be happy, stay blessed, and thank you.